Hello, welcome to Roleplay Cafe. Today we are playing back in Joth, and Todd is running us with a whole new slew of players, or aka victims. Take it away, Todd.
How'd that happen, eh? Wow. Overnight, we just kind of went, boom, doubled our number, right? Okay, well, let's just go recap people's characters' names here. So Jason is playing Tobias today, and then we've got who's in the middle there? Who's there?
Kevin.
David, there you are. Okay, you're playing Yada. I couldn't see you for a minute.
Okay, I better.
He succeeded in his hiding shadows.
Yeah,
exactly.
Justin is playing Canthos. Kevin is playing Martel. Dell is playing Grogar and Mark's character Orion. Right?
Yep.
And last time we met, Orion, Grogar, and Canthos were making their way through the brambles, trying to get towards the Iron Tavern. All right? And they've had a run-in with these deadly maple leaves that took out a couple of characters, I think. We lost Bedlam and another character, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually lived through that.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
It was first for everything.
So it was when we left you guys last time. It was nighttime, and we had rolled for an encounter, and something was happening, and that's where we left cliffhanger, right? And now this is the something that's happening. Is who was on watch? Actually, was it you, Del?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're on watch, and you hear a yelling and a noise coming from out there in the darkness, and a crashing sound as somebody comes out of the darkness and into your camp and screaming at you. Roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Side initiative. Okay. And David.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 1.
7. Modified 7. Yes.
Okay, now we're not going to have any surprise here because you could hear him coming, and he's also you can tell that there's voices behind this person calling out to him, and this is Justin and Kevin. You're chasing after Yada, all right? When you guys came back to your senses on the shore there earlier, you found each other, and then you found Yada, but he was still in a blind panic, and right now he's in a murderous rage, and you've been trying to keep him quiet and keep him in one spot, but he's broken free, and he saw the campfire, or he became aware of the camp there, and he just ran into it, and he's attacking first person he sees, which is Dell. All right. So.
All right. Grogar is, as far as character-wise, I believe he had a short sword, and yeah, so he'll have that on him, and the person running to him. Give me the little description of who I see. It's not.
He's a like medium height, little on the short of medium, very wiry looking. If not a little, very wiry looking. He's got on loose like pantaloons, stuffed in some almost knee-high boots, and then he's got on like a well, how's the weather situation here? Is it mild, cold?
It's spring.
Okay.
And right now, let's see what we got here. We have a overcast, threatening rain, but
okay. And he's got on a I guess kind of like a jerkin-y kind of top, kind of open, mid chest, with drawstrings on it, and then he's got a cloak about his a hooded cloak about his shoulders, but the hood is back. The cloak is kind of whipping around Dale, and he's got a slightly curved short sword in one hand and a kind of a wicked-looking dagger in the other. And he kind of just comes out of out of nowhere, so to speak. Eyes kind of blazing, looking left and right, and then his eyes kind of light upon you, and he moves forward.
All right, Grogar's 16-year-old eyes pop open, and he freezes, unawares at you, approaching him. He doesn't know what to do. You see his eyes are like, whatever, and then he starts backing up, and he'll pull his sword up, almost like defensively, because you're screaming and going berserk, right?
I guess so. Yeah. He's
going to be more of a defensive posture, like what the heck? All right. And then I'm going like Orion, calling behind me. Grogar's a bit of a oafish, doofish, 16-year-old kind of a plowboy. You know what I mean? Right.
Oh wow!
So that's what you're seeing. He's got a short sword, half raised in defensive posture, stumbling backwards. You see a little encampment there with his parties sleeping. Some of them may be rousing, but he's calling back over his shoulder for Orion. That's what you see that you're going in there.
So Todd, Grogar looks like the most he looks like the best target here. Is that kind of what I'm guessing?
Yes, I think he does. Yep.
Okay. All right, Dale. Love you like a brother, but here we go. So Yada leaps in with fire in his eyes, intent on doing harm. So
all right.
So
do
let's
your
see.
West.
Yeah, I don't think you're in too much trouble, to be honest.
You see, it's kind of complicated because it's all PCs, so there's going to be a lot of missing, or someone's just going to write out dies.
Well, let's hope so. Let's see. Okay, so Yada leaps in and he strikes with his sword, and I get a modified. We're rolling all. Well, he gets a modified 11. So
11.
Yeah.
What's your armor class, Del?
Yeah.
Del,
So,
what's your armor class?
That would hit
all of this is online, so I need to pull up my.
So that would hit a 10, I guess. AC, is that right? Because we're doing.
We're doing ascending.
We're doing ascending, yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up my character sheet. Is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the background, Martel and who was with me at that point?
Tobias.
So Martel and Tobias.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
We're chasing it. So the calls have changed. Martel's starting to get tired from running, and the calls have changed from being concerned, like yada yada, to start being like just cursing him out, like damn you, yada. And as he comes into as we start to approach the clearing, we see the fighting. See what Tobias.
Oh, Tobias is way behind at 47 years old, with his long, stringy gray hair, with a tunic over his armor. He is generally fondling one of his two pendants, one a holy symbol of Thraxus, the other a dog tag, so to speak. But he is way behind, huffing, puffing, somewhat arthritic.
He's gonna live forever.
He's got one foot in the grave and the other one.
Oh my god! All right, so that 11 didn't hit. You had an armor class of 16 there, Del.
Thank
you. Has okay.
And I forgot. I'll use roll 20. I forgot we were using it. Sorry.
If you can, if you don't have to, but nice.
That way everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So this guy comes out of the dark and takes a swing at you. A murderous gleam in his eye.
He takes a wild swing at me, but I'm already backpedaling and tripping over half of the.
I was gonna say, is there any other type of gleam in this game? I mean,
I'm tripping over, one of my sleeping buddies, which happens to be Orion, who goes, and has to get up, and Grogar takes a wild swing back, as he's almost, falling backwards. All right, rolled an 11.
Rolled 11. Okay. Does that hit you, Dave?
I have a AC of 10 So probably yes, I would think.
Ooh.
Is that right? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So roll your damage.
Ain't gonna take much though.
And that was 1d6, right?
Short sword. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 2. You got lucky on that one.
2?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was a wild swing. I was flailing backwards.
that's a hardy blow. that hurts.
Are you slap fighting, Dell? You're just
Yeah, I'm slap fighting. I'm pinwheeling backwards and stuff like that from the surprise, tripping over sleeping buddies and yeah.
Okay.
So I managed to bite into a nice jugular like vein.
So at this point, Martel will come into the campsite. Tobias is still a little bit behind him. All right, and the others are rousing now from their slumber. Okay, and you see this struggle going on within your camp. All right.
We're being attacked. We're being attacked. You hear?
Right.
Now.
so rubbing the sleep out of my eyes with my spell book sitting on my chest. Grogar, what the hell are you what's going on? Yeah.
Orion's got because Grogar just stepped on him going backwards. All right.
Yeah.
He's climbing up on his hands and knees.
No, don't step on me. I can't take the hit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just kind of scramble up wildly and kind of put my back against a tree, just waiting to get stabbed by something. So.
Okay. Well, yes. You'll go with the group initiative, but right now it's Yada who is able to attack.
Okay. Being a hair's breadth away from being mortally wounded, would that have any effect upon my actions right now, or am I still?
I'll tell you what. Make another save.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me roll 20
Yeah, 'cause
here.
it's a poison Blake. I'm joking.
He's been eating mushrooms, the wrong mushrooms.
Oh no!
No. The rage is still upon you.
Rage is still
You
upon
hear
me.
Markel,
Okay.
Markel
Okay.
yells out at you to stand down, but obviously you don't listen.
Okay. Okay. So he's got a huge oozing gash across his chest, I would think. So he drops the dagger that he had in the other hand and like kind of attempts to like cover the wound as best he can, but you see that there's blood just like dripping between his fingers, in his palm of his hand, and
Right.
he takes another lunge at the young boy.
Yeah, Grogar's quite surprised he made that much of an impact, and he's gathering his strength.
Yeah,
Stay back.
you might make second level. 11.
And Grogar died.
11. So I think that's
11.
a miss.
No,
That's a miss.
16 to AC, yeah.
I keep forgetting to use roll 20. Wow. So he wildly swings and gets nothing but air.
Okay. All right. So the rest of you in the group and Grogar can make an action now. Okay.
Okay, so before we get too far into it, I actually don't have a spell yet for Kalos or Kalos.
Okay.
So did you want to pick one, or did you want to give me one, or do I pick one?
You know what? Pick one. You only have one in your book, isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, but I was going to say, like, how are we going to do read magic? Are we going to do it as, well, no, I'm a wizard, I can interpret any kind of magic, or that, no, we've had to memorize a
I
spell
think you can read your
in
own
order
magic,
to read magic?
but you can't read somebody else's magic. Is that right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
kind of.
I'm not really sure how to go with that one. Because you having read magic, that should just be an automatic, don't you think, that you'd have it?
I'm just asking for a house rule because the thing is, like, if we have to use read magic,
Yeah.
I would have to have read magic. But if we're just like, you know what? No, you're a freaking wizard. You can look at the diagrams and figure it out.
Yeah.
Then no, you just need to study it and you're fine.
Yeah.
So,
Let's go with that. What?
Okay.
Wait,
then I'm
yeah.
gonna
I
try and.
was going to say, I thought I read that that you could read your own magic, but not some other magic, not somebody else's or another mage's magic. That kind of, unless you had it, basically. That might be a way to kind of hit it down the middle.
Okay. Well, what we'll do then, just for in the interest of time, because we can talk about this all afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take sleep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's an easy spell.
All right. Yep, that's fine.
Okay. So what I'll do is for my action, I kind of have my eyes closed, got my dagger out, kind of holding it out with one hand, hiding behind my massive spell tome. I'll be like, screw it. I'm just going to try and read this friggin' thing. Aptu, Menate, you, like, I'm just trying to guess as best as I can because I'm just an apprentice, right? And then I'm just going to point at the madman who's swinging wildly at Grogar.
Okay.
So, and hopefully this might work. So,
All right. Make your save. Yada.
Okay, here we go. Had to put my dice away, so I'll use roll 20. I almost forgot about it again. Okay. So there we go. And no.
Oh.
A 2, actually.
gosh.
Stop, drop, and roll.
so
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
So I believe does everybody need to make this save? I think I might have put the whole camp.
Oh, no.
It was a dream. It was a dream.
I do believe it is a blanket cast. So,
Oh, here we
yes,
go.
I think so.
Uh,
I don't think we have to
Everybody
name
roll.
a target in BX.
Just sleep
Yeah.
in the
No
hole,
target.
baby.
No target naming, huh?
I don't think so. Not in all basic, baby.
no.
I mean, do we roll the die and find out how many people drop or what?
Oh, is it hit? I don't know.
I don't know.
Here, let's see this. So, sleep spell causes a magical slumber to come upon creatures, excluding the undead. The spell targets either a single creature with 4 + 1 hit die, a total of 2 8 hit die of creatures of 4 hit dice or lower, and weakest first.
Okay.
So, I would probably just say, I'm going to say blanket because that's more hilarious.
That is. I like it.
So let's roll 2 d8 hit dice, and then we'll just do a round circle, and the one with the lowest hit points goes to sleep first.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that'll be
So
He could
You wanna-
toot it
you
to
wanna-
us all, rob us, and
yeah. So here, let's roll
You wanna-
2d8.
hope
So
he's not a
that's
chaotic magic user.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's 9 hit dice worth
Nice.
of characters.
nice.
So we
Yeah.
all
That's
wake
everybody.
up for
That's everybody, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're making we get a save in this though, don't we?
everybody gets a save. Everyone makes a
Okay.
spell save. So
Here we go versus spells.
Yeah.
Here's my roll, gentlemen. Roll 20.
Martel,
No. 20. Shoot. I like
think-
that. I like that 3D die. That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tobias hasn't quite gotten there yet, and suddenly he's dreaming of Theron and the temple. His mentor Eli.
Yes.
Okay, and I collapse on top of my book.
Cradling it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. Tell death too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
But Yada, did you make your save?
No.
Oh, so you're out? Okay.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah.
We're all sleeping.
Hey, can you roll for me, Todd? Just
Yeah, sure. Let's just see what
see
happens
pop
here for Grogar. And, I think you might have made it.
Nice.
All right, yeah. Grogar had his thing out. I was like,
Nice.
stand back.
Okay. So, everybody's out except you.
And everybody just started dropping around.
Oh, what about Orion? Hold on, let's just check.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
check
Right,
Orion.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow.
He is slumbering.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone drops into.
Yes. Yeah, so I just made a D4. Well, it's a 4D4 roll for that many turns, so that's 90 minutes.
Wow.
We're all going to be out. So
Now, Grogar's sitting there, his eyes are blinking. 90 minutes, his eyes are blinking. He don't know what's happening, you know what I mean? He's got his sword and he's looking around. Looks over there at the mage who's slumbering, cradled over his tome, rocking back and forth.
yeah.
Orion's gone down these 2 guys that were chasing this madman, just face planted and skidded to a halt in front of him. So,
Wow. Now they are. Is the spell such that they can't be woken up?
Yeah, they can be roused. Well, I don't know which. This game may not do that, but normally you can just rouse somebody away.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But I'm not certain if it says that in this.
It says specifically slapping or wounding
There it is,
awakens
right.
an affected creature.
you know,
okay.
what I do is, after a second of realizing and hearing the chorus of snoozes,
Mm-hmm.
I will kind of tiptoe over to the guy that was attacking me, that was
Right.
laying there, Now he's obviously got a little blood on him. I'm thinking he might be dead.
Yeah.
I kick his kick his sword away. He had a sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And I'll pilfer through your bags, or kind of frisk you to make sure that you don't have anything else.
No other weapons. There's a dagger that he dropped after you wounded him. And he's got a let me look here. He doesn't have much. He's got a backpack, and he's got a couple of torches, and
I'm
and
going
that's
to
pretty
take
much
all
it.
your belongings off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, all your belongings off. I'll take your cloak off. Down to your skivvies. Everybody that was running up on us down to, and I'm gonna tie you all together. Okay, I'll drag you and tie you all, prop you up to a tree and have you tied there. Okay, and I'm gonna sit and wait until somebody else wakes up until dawn and watch over you.
Okay, all right. So 90 minutes later, the party starts to rouse one by one. All right. The three of these gentlemen are tied up as the sun begins to rise. Okay. And let's just see what our weather is like here today.
Don't start that though.
Yes. Yeah, a little light rain here this morning, right? So Martel and Tobias and Yada are awake, as are the others. Yada, you can make another save to see if this panic and rage have subsided within you.
Okay. He groans and shakes his head to try to clear the red haze in front of his eyes, and no. And Yada begins to curse, "By the three sisters of death, release me!" And he's, but then he groans because of that gaping wound in his chest, and he kind of, somehow, settles down just a little bit.
Yes. Okay.
Tobias awakes and sees Yada doing this, and so he mimics Yada, screaming, "Let me go!" I'm assuming that's what we're right. That's as I see Yada doing this.
Yeah.
This may be the first bath. This light rain may be the first bath that he's had in years.
Nice.
And he's not very attractive in his skivvies. Pretty emaciated and grotesque.
Do I know you?
I got all your gear in a pile in the center of our car.
Yeah.
Martel, as he opens his eyes and sees his gear off of him, most importantly his armor, he's pissed. Just pissed. And he's not sure who he's more angry at, whether he's more angry at Yada for having to chase him to this location, or those who have bound him.
If you're
he
ticked,
demands to be unbound from these two idiots.
If you're ticked at that, you're going to be more ticked, because if you had armor, I'm going to be trying some of it on.
It
Can I roll
get
for
you.
initiative? Can I do a strength check on the rope?
Hey, we're not NPCs, man.
I'll
What
be
are you
sitting
doing?
on that thing over there going, "Does this fit?" and looking up at y'all.
Martel will be. If you touch that, it'll be the last thing you touch once I'm free.
Oh boy.
Big words
Do we not all have the? Do we not all have the seeker?
for a
dog
bound
tag?
man.
Say that again, Kevin? What?
Do we not all have the seeker dog tags?
Yeah, you do.
Do I see it on any of the other, like the people who are having us tied up?
No, they don't.
Oh, they don't have these.
No.
Were they removed from us?
I don't know. Okay, yeah. Each one of these gentlemen had a medallion, which was a round medallion with a crescent moon made out of garnet on a black obsidian background, and each of them had a name engraved on the back of the medallion. One said Tobias, one said Martel, and one said Yada.
Okay, those will be slung down my sword and kind of hanging from the pommel. I'm kind of looking at them and trying on different stuff. I've just been pilfering through y'all's stuff. I'm waiting for my mage to look at it and, valuable.
Yeah, it sounds like Grogar, the ever moron. Anyways, so all right, so I guess I'll just kind of stand up. I probably have like a little bit of ink on the side of my face. I got like an A or something on there. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Just take a look and see these guys they're starting to get
Take a look at this. Take these rapscallions tried to come in here and take us, but I took them down. See them looking. It's so funny over there tied up. Look at this.
Why did you undress them? You just need to take their weapons away. What's wrong with you?
So I wanted to make sure that they didn't have nothing on them underneath their clothes.
Yeah, and that guy has way too much energy for just waking up. What is wrong with him? Just kind of point towards Yada there. Okay.
Well, look, what do you make of this? And I hold up the thing and I'm swinging the medallions in front of you. Hopefully you don't hypnotize you, but
I don't know. Yeah.
Go right back to sleep.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
We've never seen the medallions like this before, Canthos. So I don't know what this is about.
Yeah, all I can think of is that they're magical and they're gonna kill me somehow. I don't.
You worry too much. Get Orion.
Okay, so I'll go over and I'll kind of shake Orion awake as best as I can.
Now, Orion is a mage, right?
No, Orion's a
cleric.
Cleric.
He's a cleric of Asgrim.
Yeah, I knew he had something like that.
He twiddles fingers. He does that sparkly stuff.
Twiddler.
He's one of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, you wake Ryan up. Let's see. That was Todd's character.
Marks.
Mark's.
Yeah. So
God Almighty, well, y'all look so much alike. I mean, anyway. Anyway,
all
Mark,
PCs look alike, I guess. Yeah,
yeah. See one, you see them all.
Yeah.
Anyway, Orion gets up. Oh, what is it? Getting the soup out of his eyes. What is it?
Yeah, go talk to them. They look angry.
Talk to him. And then he notices what's going on. What? And he walks over there. What do you got there, Grogar? Look at this. Look, these fellas came up on us, and y'all decided to take a nap. I had to fend them off. I tied them up so you could take a look at
Wait. Yeah. No.
All right,
No,
and then Orion looks at it and pulls it off and takes a look at him. Interesting. Now, does he know what this is, being a cleric?
No, he wouldn't know what this is. No.
Okay.
Now, did he take my holy symbol as well from my neck?
Yeah, I would have taken all that stuff. You guys are loincloths.
Right. So you have my holy symbol too, which is Thraxis. It's the symbol of Thraxis.
No, I thought you had Thanor was your god.
I am, but I figured it's illegal, so he probably was given the Thraxis symbol.
Oh, you've got the Thraxis.
So when I left the temple,
right.
But Thanor believes in only one god, but they hung a Thraxis thing around his neck when he left the temple. He's basically
Okay, well, Grogar says it in this. Look, that one over there had this one on him.
And make a wisdom check for Orion.
Okay, I'll have to ask you to do that for me, Todd.
Okay,
as far as
all right.
The character sheets, cause I can't screw up the recording.
Well, 8. That should be under your
wisdom.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Grog.
No, this is Orion.
He's got 14.
Oh, Orion. Yeah.
So yeah, he made it. All right.
Okay.
So
peculiar.
Orion would know that this is the holy symbol of the great dragon god Thraxis, who is pretty much the patron god of the city of Joth. All right.
Some would say the tyrant god.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, that's such a hard word.
He starts shaking with it in his hand when he realizes it, and it dawns on him what he's got in his hand, and he backs away 2 steps and drops it on the ground. He said, "Which one did you get that from?" And Grogar's like, "Him, the one over there. We shouldn't mess with these guys. This is Thraxis, the dragon god."
Okay, so
They
what
might
I'll
be
do is I'll
dangerous.
go over there and I'll kind of huddle around with them. So we got this group of kids all in front of you, and kind of
Dangerous.
whispering back and forth, right? I was like,
Dangerous
listen,
manger. And then
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Grogar
listen.
picks it back up.
yeah. So Grogar, Orion, you do know that we can't be out here by ourselves. I mean, we've lost most of us already just trying to walk to this tavern. Maybe these guys can actually take us to where we need to go.
Yeah, they were trying to kill us, man. There's
That
look,
guy
I got
is
some,
no.
I got some gold. This will go a long way. I did pull some gold out of their pockets, right? In their pouches.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got 10 from me.
Woo, what's up with that? And then
You got 2 from me.
Grogar slyly looks at him and brings that money out. This will take us a long way.
And 15 from
Oh boy,
Tobias.
getting better,
Yeah,
getting better.
we're set. Fortune shines on us. And then he says, what is the dragon god again? That thing again? Dangerous. And then he just tosses the little medallion, the priest medallion.
Okay, now
Actually,
now,
I'm gonna grab it
Okay.
because I know that.
Roll
Because
for
if you want,
reflex.
if you want these guys, I've never made that. If you want me to roll
Over
for
my
that,
shoulder. Like so much salt. Salt of the earth,
No.
baby.
I was gonna say no. You got to be a little bit smarter about this, Gregor. This is actually someone's belief system. You start treating this with disrespect, these guys are gonna start ripping you open.
You see him? They're tied up,
Okay.
ripping me open. I took them all down. And you guys were taking a nap. Took them all down. That's me.
You're an idiot. Yeah, you're an idiot. What did you think happened? Did you just bore them to death? Like what's no? So
I noticed you wasn't doing anything. You were over
Yeah.
there sleeping on your book. Get
all right,
get the rest of them up. And then
all
he
right. So
stands up.
basically, what I'll do is I'll take this medallion of the dragon god and kind of just slowly kind of approach, kind of staying away from the crazy guy yelling obscenities. I imagine just wanting to kill us.
Right.
And just
I'm
be
actually
like,
trying to see if I can wriggle loose of my bonds. If that's
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah.
who are
That's
you?
what
Like,
Martell has
just-
been doing the entire time. These guys have been discussing stuff too. He's just been pulling and stretching on his bonds.
these children.
Okay.
And,
All right.
Yeah.
and
So I'm
I-
just gonna
and-
kind of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, and Tobias, of course, is mimicking Yada. He's not crazy, but he thinks that's what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Meanwhile, he certainly calmed when he saw you talking over his pendant and his holy symbol. He would stop and watch, and then the minute you come approaching, he starts acting up again.
Okay.
Okay. If you guys are struggling to get out of your ropes, you can make a strength check on that.
Well, we are tied up with rope, guys, or is it
Yeah.
just it is
Yeah.
rope? Okay. Okay.
That
Yeah.
if you've seen the last episode, that rope that they had tied. Everybody else had
And
tied.
that's just wait,
Wow,
no, we're
Yada
gonna roll
made it.
D6, eh? 'Cause that's like a
Oh,
that's like
great.
a-
No.
So Martell rolls a 1, and we roll.
Are we
under-
rolling
under-
D6 or
we
D20?
should be doing like a. In this game, it's like a
Oh,
it's like a
I forgot.
D6 check.
Oh,
isn't
okay.
it?
No, I got to re-roll. Okay.
You know, like
I'm sorry.
for
Or you're using it like the
strength.
breakdown doors, right?
Yeah.
So I
like
need
that.
a 1.
The
Here,
low is good. Yeah.
3, not for me.
Yeah, I don't think I did it either. Okay.
No.
Right.
I roll a 5, so yeah, probably not.
Okay.
I think I get a 1 or 2.
Grogar spins on his heel. He's trying to walk to the center. You guys settle down. He points
You were saying?
short at you. All right. Button it. And he walks in the
Okay.
center and starts waking everybody up with the tip of his sword. He's really emboldened.
Oh,
now. He's feeling like the
man.
alpha.
No, quit
The
doing
alpha
all the
male.
wrong things. Yeah.
Yada
No,
tries
we
to
just-
bite the
yeah.
sword, you
No,
know?
no, I mean,
yeah.
not to you guys. I'm talking about to our party. I'm just waking everybody up with a
Wait,
smack.
you're trying to stab the whole party now?
No, I'm just giving them a little smack on the rear. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just gonna slap the sword out of Greg's hand. Just no, don't.
Just giving them a little wake up slap. You know, get up.
Okay.
It's better than a
So if
towel.
it's possible, just to kind of try and I don't know if to cool these guys down, maybe throw a bucket of cold water on them or something.
So you got a
Try and
bucket.
see if that'll.
man.
You're close to the river, so I mean, you know,
Okay.
maybe you've got a wine skin or something you could.
Yeah, just drinking water. Just be like, just to kind of just like. I don't know. I'm kind of going just by. I'm guessing what I'm doing is right because we don't have really much interaction with people outside of the village, right?
Yeah.
While the other
So-
two are
Yeah, we're just
raving
a
and
bunch
screaming.
of kids. I mean,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while the other two are raving and screaming, one being crazy, the other one being a mimic of a crazy person. Martel is just sitting there, just eye tracking everything that gets done and calculating exactly what he's going to do as soon as these bonds come off.
Yeah. You probably just realized that you're with 3 children at this point, standing up and kind of lording over you guys. But all right, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of just approach them as calmly as I can and just be like, "Who are you? Why did you attack us?"
We were not attacking you. We were chasing our friend Yara, the man on the end, the one who's throwing the fit.
Yeah. So look, the one with the foaming mouth and everything, just over there on that direction, right?
Something had come over him. Tell them. Tell them.
Are you talking to Yada?
No, I'm talking to. Oh my gosh, Kevin's character. I've got his name. Martel. Tell them, Martel.
So Martel explains a little bit of us going over, trying to cross a bridge, going over a waterfall, waking up, and as we woke up, one of our colleagues seemed to have lost his mind, went into a rage. We described running through the forest and then coming into the clearing. And Martel explains there was no intention to attack as a group. We were simply trying to keep our friend from causing himself or others harm before your wizard did his work.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And very like gritty through his teeth tones. Like
You see,
just,
Grogar is already set back on his stump over there, and he's just like that, looking at
Yeah. Gregor, did these other guys attack us?
They were running at us. The other one attacked, but, well, I mean, just when they saw me, they went down. And immediately. I don't know. I mean, then...
Did you hear us yelling for him to stop?
Well, they're having their conversation. Yada's yelling about putting these children over his knee. The 1,000 punishments that will beget them along with their ancestors, roasting them over with the dragon god's fiery breath, anything that comes to mind.
Look, Cantos, listen to him, Cantos.
Yeah, so the way that he's speaking, he was overcome. It's not magical, right? It's just like he's just hopped up on mushrooms, is what it is, right? Or is it like no? There's like a curse or something that's.
You don't know.
Okay.
When your friend calms down, we'll let y'all go. How about that? If we're here to do that. And then
Tobias looks toward Grogar, and he at this point really looks pathetic. He's been splashed with water, it's sprinkling. His gray, long, stringy hair is matted to his face. He looks longing. He's gray-headed, bony, wasteful, and he's now at this point you see he's shaking. And he looks over and says, "Please, something to warm us. I am but an old man. I'm cold."
Okay, so with that, what I'll do is I'll walk back.
His Uncle Arvin.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll walk back over to Gregor and Orion, and just be like, "Listen, we really can't be out here by ourselves, except for the wild man, this Yada. Why don't you just let them go? I'll just tell them that I actually have more than, I have very many magics that I can cast over them if they don't keep things straight. Just kind of as a threat."
Yeah.
Magics. Well, maybe they know not.
I have more than sleep spells.
They know not to test me again.
So.
They know not to test me again, but I think that they'll follow us and do us in our sleep.
I was going to say, we have to start trusting somewhere. We can't I don't want to just leave these guys rotting in the woods. That's not an option. So
I guess we do need our rope back.
All right. It's true. It's a good rope. Yeah. But
all right, if you guys know what's best for you, you'll keep your distance.
Okay. I'll
I've
kind of
already
just
had
start
to teach you a lesson once.
Yeah, and I'll start kind of flipping through my book a little bit and kind of keeping my eyes on Martel, who's gritting his teeth about talking about the magic user.
I'm not worried about the old man so much. It's the one foaming at the mouth. Concerns me.
That's what I'm saying. Don't let him go. think I should establish that
He's already tasted my steel.
Don't let the crazy one go.
He's already tasted my steel.
Oh, when I get out of these bounds,
He'll know what's good for him. Look at him squirm.
So are you untying the other two?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm
No.
taunting him. You know, I suppose.
I'm gonna slap Grogar in the back of the head and just be like, "Let them go. Let these two go."
Orion, what do you think? Orion comes over there. I'm playing two characters. He goes, maybe Kanthos has a point. What should we do? I'll let him go. And then he leans down beside y'all. And I guess Yada starts snarling a little bit. See,
And I'll kind of hold my book open and kind of have my hand up, kind of like almost like I'm ready to cast something in case they try anything.
Orion's pulling on.
Don't just tell him that. I'll be like,
slip out. And yeah, Grogar's like, don't let the wild one go. And then they're trying to loosen the bonds a little bit to let y'all slip out and still retain grasp on the others. All right. So anyway,
As Martel stands up, he immediately strides over to his equipment and begins strapping it back on.
Yeah, Tobias, he scrambles over on all fours, freezing again, just a kind of a skeletal figure. Grabs his tunic, his woolen tunic, and if there is a fire, he's going to crawl over toward the fire and start warming himself as he pulls his woolen tunic over his body.
Okay.
all right.
Not paying much attention to my armor and everything right now.
Right.
Once armor is back on, I will walk over to the petulant one and just hold out my hand, waiting for my my sword and amulet to be returned.
Oh. What do you need?
Again, no words, just the hand gets held out, and the impatience can be seen visibly crossing his face.
Now I
He's
gave
just getting redder
those
and redder.
amulets to
Yeah.
Orion. Okay, and then it'll dawn on me. Oh, you want your stuff? Orion. And then Orion kind of is getting up off his knees from letting you guys out or whatever, and kind of walks over there and what do you need? And then he looks at you knowingly and kind of fishes out the amulets and reluctantly hands them over, making sure you don't gnaw his arm off in the process.
So if I am then fully re-equipped, if I have everything back together,
yeah, I just piled it up in the center of the thing. Y'all have to rifle through it to get your stuff back.
I'm gonna go check on Yada.
Okay.
Just kind of kneel down in front of him and see if I can see anything that's going on. See if he can recognize my face as I'm in front of him.
Okay. No, he does not recognize you. If he had a chance, he'd attack you too. All right. So.
Snarling spittle.
Tobias, once he warms, he stands and picks up some of his gear, and then realizes he remembers his holy symbol is with the Grogar kid, and he walks over and he says, "Return my amulets, and I will cast this undead off of Yada. I will turn this vile evil from my friend."
So y'all were chasing him in our direction? Looks like he's after your friend over there. How are y'all his friend? He's crazy. He's a crazy man. And then he looks at you like, what are you looking for? It's over there. And he starts looking around for your little holy symbol on the ground. It intermixed in the leaves.
So barefoot and all, his skinny little legs, as he walks over and he puts his pendant and his amulet. The pendant as well, Del? You discarded that as well?
The pendant would have been with, if it was on chain, it would have been with Orion, which Orion's standing there too. He'll look at you and kind of hand it out and set it to you. Now,
He looks longingly at the backside of the pendant, rubbing what he cannot read, but he knows it's supposed to be his name. He hangs it back over his head and retrieves his holy symbol, comes over and begins to cast not cast,
Prey.
but as if this was a skeleton turning the undead. Be gone, you vile beast. Again, he was finally let out of the temple, not because he was competent, but because they got tired of keeping an old man around that couldn't figure it out. So he's not real good at this thing.
Right. Okay, so you're doing it like a real fire and brimstone sort of kind of.
Not really. He's just doing what they tried to teach him. He never quite figured out, but he is trying to turn.
Right.
He doesn't realize there's a difference between the undead and crazy, or right.
Yeah, for 5 gold pieces, he'll heal you of all of your sins. Yeah, no,
He's a sinner.
All right.
Yeah, your words have no effect on Yada, and he's still gnashing his teeth and yeah.
So I turn away, put my holy symbol, which I don't believe in, as far as Thraxus, into my, and I'll begin to put my chainmail back on. I whisper to the rest of the group, I think he's mad. We should probably just put him out of his misery.
Oh.
Well, I was going to say,
Put him out of our misery, yeah.
Well, no. I mean, we shouldn't just strike him down just because he's an inconvenience. Like, was he always like this?
I look at Martel. Was he?
He was never 100%, but never quite like this.
Careful.
Okay. I'm actually going to just get like a bucket of extremely cold water, and I'm going to try and see if I can shock him out of it. I was going to say I have an idea, so I'll just go and I'll.
You mean that literally or figuratively?
Yeah.
No, it's literally, and Grogar's standing there, happy that Kantos finally, is in with it. Yeah.
All right. So if you do splash him with another face full of ice cold water, he'll get to make another save.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's got to pass eventually.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, but I mean, you just can't keep dumping him with water. Like you gotta shock him with it, right? So.
If the water doesn't work, then Martel will slap him across the face as hard as he can.
Actually, wait. Okay, so if you think a water skin's not sufficient to shock him, maybe just dumping him in the river.
Wow.
We did just come over a waterfall that might be kind of
Pete. Yeah. TSC.
You said it's out loud.
All right. Okay. We'll do it in baby steps. We'll start with a water skin and we'll escalate.
Okay. Well, he didn't make his save.
No.
Oh,
For
jeez.
sure.
Just dump him
pretty
in
high.
the water. And then
It's pretty high.
Grogar's kind of, that's a great idea. And so, up and trying to pull him by the rope up, you know what I mean, and keep him tied. Come on, and I'm struggling with you to pull you toward it. Okay, give me a hand.
I mean, he fights
Tobias
as well as he
walks
can.
over relatively close to Grogar, watching all this and working on one of his daily rations with his water skin, watching this.
Help me, old man. He's squirming all around, and I'm trying.
I put a hardtack in my mouth, and I reach out to grab the rope and help Grogar pull.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, come on, let's dunk him.
All
Wake
right.
him up, let's cool him off.
You have way too much energy for this. I'm just, yeah.
The two of you are able to drag him down the river, and you give him a dunking. All right.
All right.
Let's see if this has.
It's gonna have to be a good dunking.
Until he stops thrashing. Yeah.
Can we get a modifier because we're like dunking him completely? Like,
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 2 to your roll.
One for each hour.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? We just keep him in there until he decides that he's going to be fine.
Yeah,
Or
I'm doing like a baptism here. I'm holding him under,
That's what I was
There you go.
That's what I was gonna
There
say.
you go.
looking
There you
around.
go.
I'll pull
That's a
him out.
modified. It's a modified 17. So there you go.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Hypothermia for the win.
Look at the power of Thranor as the god of all weather and storms.
Wait,
has-
didn't you
has
have a
brought
thorax?
Yados back?
I was going to say, didn't you have a Thoracus symbol?
Yes, they hung that around my neck when I left the temple. It's meaningless to me.
Brachus, Draenor, it's all the same to me. At least
Draenor.
Yeah. At least he's not foaming at the mouth now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Yada, you've come back to your senses.
Okay.
And very cold, of course.
Okay.
Well, you were already. Okay. Surrounded by all these, 2 of your companions that you recognize, and three Utes by the river. So, yes, so you are relatively back to normal at this point.
So I'll turn to Martel and say, why am I standing here tied up like a hog, soaked to the bone, and naked?
And
Wow,
bleeding.
you was
And
crazy.
and wounded.
Mhm.
So Martel will give him the Reader's Digest version
Yeah.
of events up until now, and suggest that he apologizes to the young child that he attacked.
As he should.
I look towards the boy, wide-eyed, and then I'll look back towards Martel, and I will point at the wound that's in my chest, and I say, and
That was your own doing. You ran into my sword.
I say, that child did this to me.
You did it to yourself.
Just to show how much you were not in the right state of mind, you let a child do that to you. Yes.
Okay, I'll Yada laughs, kind of chuckles, and he once again, with his hand over his chest, over the oozing wound, he walks over to what's your name, Dale? To Grogar.
Yeah.
To Grogar. Sorry,
Grognar.
to Grogar, and he kind of gives you a harsh looking, from foot to toe, and I hold out my hand and say, "Well done, young man. Even though you should have finished the job."
Okay, you'll see Grogar. He's kind of standing there a little bit intimidated when you first walk up. He don't want to break and lose face. Mm-hmm. But then once you say that, he relaxes a little bit and sticks out his hand and says, "So we're good?" And he kind of
As soon as you say, "So we're good," the broadside of my sword, not the sharp, I'm not trying to hurt you, broadside of the sword, right across your back as hard as I can.
You talking about Grogar?
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right across the back, not intended to injure, but said, and then speaks up and says, "Now we're good."
Where's my money?
He's caught between both of y'all now. He just kind of looks over at you and double checks and slides out and awkwardly points toward, your money's over there. And to save face, he turns around when he's leaving and looks at Orion and goes, "He knows what's good for him. He tasted my sword." Under his breath, okay? And then he walks on, so he's trying to save a little face. All right.
Tobias picks up the pendants and brings them one at a time to his partners, and may or may not hand them the proper one, considering he cannot read their names. But he hands one to Yada and says, "Here are your pendants."
Okay. All right.
What are you boys doing out here?
We're traveling to. I got to fill in the blank there. From memory.
Oh. Yeah, we're going to the Iron. Is it the Iron Tavern? Is that what it was called?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're headed to the Iron Tavern. Is that where y'all are heading?
Actually, yeah. Todd, can you show us where we are right now on the map?
Oh, yeah. On that map, you're probably about, I'm going to ping it right here. You're about here.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Roughly speaking. Okay?
Okay.
It's forested hills in this area. Doesn't show it that much on the map, my drawing there, but it's forested hills.
And why are you going to the Iron Tavern?
That is our business.
We'll say on the side that Orion looked at Grogar's back for a second. He was actually approaching to go to Yada Because he's a cleric, right? Does he have a healing spell?
Who?
Uh,
Orion?
Orion, yeah.
No,
it's
Ryan
only third
won't.
level.
No,
Okay.
first you don't start getting any kind of you don't get any kind of miracles until first or
No.
sorry, second level.
Yeah.
Cleric,
I
at this
forgot, I
point, all
thought
you're
we-
getting is very.
You can turn, which is nice, but other than that,
Okay,
no.
all right.
That's news to Tobias. You can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I was thinking
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
What?
he's going to offer
Yeah.
help, but he just checks them out, both of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what do you guys want to do at this point? It's the morning. The sun's up now. It's raining, kind of gently.
Well, I guess the best thing to kind of try and meet new people is to break bread. So make sure we get a nice, good, warm fire going, and maybe we can get like a rabbit or two and just eat something.
Mhm.
So you
Please
want
try
to do you want to do a hunting check?
Yeah. What was it? It's 1d6, and it's
1d6. 3 and 6 chance.
3 and 6
Nice.
chance. Nope. Yeah.
What?
We don't have time for this. Let's get on the road.
No, you did. You got a 1.
Oh, is it below? Okay, I thought. Okay.
1, 2, 3 is a success.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're able to find some small game.
Brace of
Okay.
boys. Yeah.
Okay.
So our previous thing was we were trying to get up. Was it up the demon's knob we were going for?
No. You guys, if you look at the picture, you guys were way over here. Okay, on the left.
Okay, so it was
Oh,
like
wow.
That's Jaquila Falls there.
So we went downriver.
Oh yeah,
We were basically swept downriver.
downriver to
Gotcha.
Here.
Okay.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So your group
Ah, that's
of
wonderful.
seekers were trying to get up to the escarpment, which is called the Lap of Dumathoin. All right.
Okay.
Yes. And
Can we actually see it from this river's edge?
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
tall. Yeah, you can see it. You can't see per se. You can see the towers.
Right.
You know, they're
right.
a lot small.
Okay.
They're a lot smaller than that, of course. Okay.
Right.
But you
Right.
can't see the structure here. All you can see is the billowing black smoke that's
Gotcha.
been
Okay.
coming out of there
Okay.
for decades.
Decades. Okay.
Decades. Okay.
Okay.
And you know that is the dwarven city of Sunder. It's called.
Okay.
Thunder.
Actually, it's kind of got the nickname of Cinder
Okay.
because apparently it's been burning for a long time.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But your group of your group of seekers was trying to get a foothold on the Lap of Dumathoin and perhaps secure a portal up there
Okay.
so you could travel fast there because there's probably great riches in Sunder that a group of seekers would want to get,
Okay.
right?
Absolutely.
To
Okay.
help pay towards the tribute to
Okay.
Thraxus.
Well, if you guys are forthcoming with this information while we're eating these rabbits and passing the bread around, you'll learn that we left from Kobaeli in attempts to go to the Iron Tavern to go through the portal to go to Joth, the city, to request help. So
Help for what?
help for the
I'll try to give. Is this Grogar or Orion that's saying this?
Orion. Rogar,
Orion. I'm gonna give Ryan a Charlie horse right in the thigh, just to kind of get him to shut up, because I don't, just be like,
Yeah, he's totally
like with a
relaxed.
mouthful of rabbit, just like,
No, he's totally relaxed. I mean, if they're telling us this, you know what I mean? So he kind of looks at you and straightens up like, why,
if we mentioned that we're seekers, would the children know what that is?
They wouldn't know what a seeker
we
was.
don't know. No.
Very rural, small village that we're just going to get help because
So I say that we really upsell the whole seeker getting treasure, knowing that we had Dell's original character there, all eager about our gold, and just mention the gold we have on us is nothing compared to what we could get if we could reach these towers and open a portal.
Grogar drops the chicken from his mouth, and his lip just slides across the grease and looks at you, and he gets bright-eyed.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of set Grogar down a little bit, kind of like, well, I can't really push him down because he's way bigger than I am, but just kind of put him down and be like, no, we can't do that. We can't be selfish.
You're looking for a portal, are you not? A portal? We're going to a portal at the top of that tower there.
Orion says that's where we need to get to. Our village is in extreme danger. We need to go get help.
And you only need a portal.
Yes, we need to get to.
It would be out of our way to go to Iron Tavern, but you could.
What is the danger in your town?
Iron Tavern has the portal. Am I right?
Well, so does the place we're going to.
But Iron Tavern's closer. We're almost there.
No, not for us. It is not.
We could swing by your town and see what danger holds there. Maybe we can be of assistance.
Did not y'all use the portal at Iron Tavern for your own ends?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think so. We were kind of given explicit instructions to go to Joth and ask for someone in particular to come and help us. But it's of a nature that I don't think men-at-arms can help.
Have you?
But children can.
Have you ever been to Joth? This is the
these guys are from Joth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to go there, boys. Look what it does to a young man. It turns him into a man like me.
Tell him who we're looking for.
You say you were like 20 or something. Yeah. Look what it did to me.
Tell him who we're looking for.
He's 47, so this guy looked like your grandfather, who probably died 4 years before I did.
I think you look like Uncle Arvin, which was the elder at the village. But
okay. Did you just mention Arvin's name?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier too when I called him.
Okay. You three make an intelligence check.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay.
You made it?
No, I have a 5. Here we go.
20s.
Nope. Intelligence checks aren't my thing.
Okay.
Mine either.
Yeah, so that name doesn't sound familiar to you. Right?
You mean Arvin the... No, I don't know that.
Yeah, he's the elder at our village. The one that sent us on this children's crusade. We have to get to Joth to speak to... Oh, what was his name?
Okay.
Let me go on my notes.
Albanar.
Albanar, yeah.
Okay. You guys can make a check for that.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, I made that one.
Okay, yeah. You know that Albanar.
God, I won't get any of those rolls when we're in combat, promise.
Yeah. You know that he is the leader of a group of seekers called the Jade Ravens. And they're actually one of the... They're almost like celebrities in Joth, you know? Like, that's the crew you really want to be a member of. What's that?
They got their own keep and everything, right?
Yeah, they've got their own keep in the city, and there's even like little collector icon cards that they make with the people's faces painted on them, and you try and collect them all. You know, the kids do, right? Because they grow up, they just want to be just like these guys.
Yeah, but all the elders now, they're actually forcing the younger generation to buy them all as investments, not so much as collections. So they're not going to be worth anything come 10 or 20 years.
Yes. So.
Yes, Albanar.
Mm-hmm.
I say his name with reverence. He will help us. He will help our village.
Yeah.
But why would he?
But that's.
Why would such a great man help children in a village so far from Joth?
He knows.
Honest, we don't know. Yeah.
If you can't convince us to go to the Iron Tavern, you'll surely never convince Abinar. You are but children.
I don't know. That's what was asked of us. So
he will let children enter first and foremost before adults. So how you like that?
Abinar?
Yeah, Abinar.
Mm-hmm.
We will seek an audience with him, and you will see. This is
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but I happen to know him personally. I could introduce you to him, but you're going to have to go with us to the tower, and I'll get you in. Yes.
I don't know if I trust the senile old man.
What better? Yeah, I mean, and he looks.
He's old
I mean,
enough.
he looks like he should
He's
be
lived
dead.
long enough.
Yeah, I'm like-
him. He's lived long enough. He could know him.
He does know him.
Gotta tell him,
See,
Martel. Tell them of our relationship with Adnar.
And he kind of sits and ponders for a minute. Martel's not the greatest at coming up with like on the cuff stories, and you see him think he's trying to come up with a plausible story for you. He's like, yeah, no, he knows him.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Then
gosh.
let's get to the Iron Tavern. There's a portal there. It will take us to Joth. This is what we need to do.
So what does your portal hold further to the north that ours, like, we're just looking for some way to take us to Joth. If going with you takes us that much closer to getting to Joth, sure.
Guaranteed.
All
Okay.
portals lead back to Joth.
Okay, I gotta straighten out a piece of information here. Okay, your crew of seekers came out at there's over here. There's at the bottom of the falls. There's ruins. Okay, and there's a pool there where you guys emerged. Okay, the mission of your crew was to get up onto the lap of Dumathoin and secure one of these towers, more than likely this one right here.
Right.
And your leaders had brought the means to establish a portal there.
Good.
Okay. Other crews have tried previously to establish some sort of foothold on the lap, but none of them have ever come back and been heard of again. All right. So you have
That
a portal.
doesn't-
Your
that
portal is
doesn't-
actually at the bottom of the fall, but the guys that went up there,
Right.
that's what their mission was. More than anything else was just to establish.
So there is
But-
an active portal at the bottom of the falls.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But to Tobias, none of that matters. All that matters is we're going to a certain place. And he's trying to lure the kids with him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
But there is an actual portal. Yeah.
there is a portal there. Okay.
Okay.
But you would not be able to activate it. It has to be one of these well witches, they call them. Okay, they have the tattoos, the tear tattoos on their faces. Okay, they're the ones that actually activate the portals. And your group did have one of those well witches with you. Okay. So she went with I forget what your leader's name was, but the rest of the crew that went up, continued up onto the lap. She went with them.
Okay.
So if they were successful, she'll be there, and we'll have an active portal.
Okay.
Okay.
Tobias is assuming they will be. This is just a job.
Mhm.
No sweat. I'm assuming they're doing their thing. Yeah.
But will not the Iron Tavern portal take you to where you need to go? That's the question I need to know.
Well, actually, the Iron Tavern, if I'm looking at it, Iron Tavern's actually closer now than the Falls. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Well, this is fortuitous.
It's about 24 miles, roughly.
But
You
it's
know.
just over yonder ridge.
Yeah, it's
We should travel together.
Yeah, but in order
Martel gathers Yada and Tobias together, kind of stepping a little bit away from the children, and says, "What should we do? Should we go to Iron Tavern and head back to Joth, admitting defeat from our original mission, or shall we go back to the site of the original mission and see if we were if our crew was victorious in getting to the top of the mountain?"
I am not very bright. I cannot read my own name, but I can tell you that we are seekers. We had a job to do. That is my responsibility. These boys, they're just in the way.
Yada?
In order to be of any use to us at all, I need to seek aid, for my wounds are grievous. And in my current state, I honestly may hinder us.
Then the Iron Tavern may have the help you need. Do we know what the Iron Tavern is? Is it like a city with a tavern?
No,
is it a...
no. It is. It's more like it's a fort. All right, but it is one of the main jumping off points for seekers.
Okay.
All right.
So we might be able to find aid at the Iron Tavern.
Yes, you will find aid at the Iron Tavern. It is a safe house. Yes.
Then it would be the smartest. It would be the smartest thing for us to do is get you there safely.
And that might increase our chances of success overall.
Yes.
Agreed.
But
all right, let's tell the children and begin our journey. We don't know how long Yada will survive with these sorts of wounds.
Okay. All right, let's take a 5-minute bio break.
Okay.
And then we'll pick it back up, okay, with you guys on the move. All right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. See you in a minute.
Bio break.
Ivan, put that bag down, brother.
Wow. Well, you guys make it easy to DM this game, I tell you. It's
Come on.
Running on its own.
Yeah, we're pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
When you get 5 or 6 players,
yeah,
it can get nuts.
It can be like herding cats, but no. Right, easy peasy. All right.
All right. When they get back with the news, Grogar is exceedingly excited for the chance of being along on the same journey as y'all, and with possible riches in sight. So, but yes, and he's like, yes, after we do what we need to do, I can join y'all. So he's starting to get high ideals of where he wants to go after.
Join this crew of seekers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we tell him what the requirements are for doing this as he's going through? Like
he doesn't have a clue.
They can't be very high if Tobias is one of them.
Yeah. Well, you see that?
I mean,
he's gonna hang me. Yeah, he's gonna.
Tobias got grandfathered in, you know.
Yeah. We're talking lowest common denominator, man.
He's gonna be like, do 500 push-ups, do this and that. Let the hazing begin. Yeah.
Martel had to win his way in via trial by combat.
Mortal combat.
So most these crews of seekers, they're like sports teams almost, right? And they're sponsored by Noble House, and you've spent a little time getting yourself prepared for the day, I imagine, and you've decided that you will continue on to the Iron Tavern. So we will go through our hex crawl routine here, okay? So a couple of hours of prep in the morning. Priests say their prayers and the wizards study their books, and you take care of your weapons, you fighters and such. All right, and then you will head out along the riverbank, right, keeping the sound of the river always to your left as you work your way towards the Iron Tavern. Right. So you're moving along. I'm gonna make a roll for the first 4 hours, and nothing occurs out of the ordinary. It's just hacking your way slowly through the forest. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's something to say too, that we're not actually really following a path. We're kind of trailblazing here.
Yeah. There is no path.
What's the terrain like?
It's very thickly forested hills. Okay. And you also start to notice during this first 4 hours that the land is sloping up, all right, leaving a bit of a cliff down to the water. Okay, so you just can't walk down the water now. Okay,
Yeah.
and as you're moving along, that cliff edge is getting higher and higher. Okay. All right. So you'll have your lunch break, and then we're on to the second launch. I'm gonna roll here, see how we go, and uh-oh.
Now,
Okay.
as far as marching order, I think Tobias would be dead last as an old, as kind of a maybe trailing behind most of the group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unless we take the wisdom.
Right.
I was going to say, unless we take the wisdom of nature, like they do in a wolf pack, and you let the old ones up first. So when we get jumped,
there we go. Okay, so you guys could do that. It's just he's slow, right?
No.
Yeah, you could actually leave him in front, and then you're going to have to pace yourself, right?
Nah, yeah.
Okay. Let's
Yada
see
can be
here.
in front, kind of ears perked and eyes looking side to side.
Yeah, and with that gaping wound, he'll attract all the monsters to him immediately.
Yeah,
so that sounds
probably.
very good.
All right.
The
Okay.
young wizard can be in front there.
I got this, guys. Yeah.
Gronard is beside Tobias with 101
Okay.
questions.
Somebody roll a 6-sided dice for the party, please.
Allow me.
Go ahead.
1d6 coming up. 1.
There you go.
Oh, so I guess that means you guys are surprised.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was thinking.
No surprise
All right.
there.
See,
see
Yada's
here.
not going to be content with dying. He's got to take us all with him.
It's in the stars, man. It's in the
Wow,
stars.
how many of these are appearing? Let's
Would you like me to roll?
Oh, I got it. 2.
I'll be glad
All right.
to help out.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is 2 of you are being attacked, and the first one being attacked is 1, 2, 3, 4 Martel, and the other one being attacked is that one doesn't count. Is Tobias. All right. So you're making your way through this heavy brush,